What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to Maps Exposed, the series where I cover all of the jumps, spots, and lines of sight that I know of on every map in Advanced Warfare. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the second of the Reckoning DLC maps, and that is Swarm. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so Swarm is quite possibly the worst map for this particular series, just because there's really not a whole lot going on. It's a very simple, basic map, and it doesn't really leave much to the imagination. So I am going to go through a few spots here that may not seem that useful, but I am saving the best spot for last, and this one is actually very useful, so make sure you stick around for that spot. So the first one is right here. Very, very simple. You can look through this crack into that doorway there. Of course, they can see you if they're looking hard, but for the average person that's just walking around that corner, it's a much better way to challenge them from right here rather than up here or just on the street next to here. So you can just shoot them through this crack very, very easily. Now the next spot is just in this cafe area up here. I think it's called Nom Cafe, which I think is hilarious. But right here is a really common spot for people to camp, especially when there's a hardpoint location here, in which case I wouldn't really call it camping, I'd just call it objective play. But right here is a really, really popular spot for them to be. I have a great wallbang spot. If you can manage to get right into this corner, tuck yourself right into the corner and then just come out a little bit. If you shoot right where this line is, at about body level, like chest level, you'll get the kill every single time against the people that are standing in that spot. That is just the perfect alignment. It couldn't have worked out any better. You can see where my bullets were hitting right there. So that's just an awesome little wallbang spot if you can manage to get up here while they hold that hard point, or if you know there's somebody camping right in there. Now this next spot is over in this building, right over here, and again there's a hardpoint location way back in that corner. And if you're attacking from this direction, they don't have any cover there, but you don't really have much cover if you're coming through the doorway. You're kind of funneling yourself in there. And a lot of times you'll end up in a gunfight with people that are standing right over there, and this is more or less a fair gunfight. So what I like to do a lot of the times in these gunfights is I can line up my shot, start shooting at them, and then go around the wall and shoot through this wall while still trying to keep that same point of aim. Might land you a couple extra hit markers and just help you win that gunfight if you try to strafe back and forth in and out of that cover. Now, as you come through this building a little bit, if you lay down right over here, or you can stand or do whatever, but if you're laying down, you're at least a harder target to hit for anyone else that might see you. You get a nice clear line of sight to that little box right there, which is a really popular piece of cover, especially in game modes like Domination. It's a really common spot for people to be sitting, because from here, you get a really nice line of sight into that bar and everything like that. You're not typically looking all the way back there, so it's really easy to pick the guys off that are trying to head glitch this spot right here. Just like that spot on the other side of the map, there's this sign once again, and again you can look through this crack right here. But once again, also, you are pretty clearly visible through that crack. It's just a little bit better than standing right here. Standing right here is slightly better than standing here. Now right on this building near the B flag, I just wanted to point out that this can't be exploded, but this one can. So just be aware of that. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's not like a car that'll kill you. As you can see, I just boost slammed it and it didn't even kill me. But it does do a little bit of damage, so just be aware of that. You might not want to stand too close to that at the beginning of a game. Or if you see an enemy standing there, don't be afraid to shoot this thing a little bit and maybe deal some extra damage to your enemy. Now way over here, I honestly can't see this spot being very useful, but you can jump up on top of these. Just wanted to point that out. Maybe somehow you'll take somebody by surprise by being up there, but honestly, I just thought it was worth mentioning, since there's not much worth mentioning on this map. Now over here, this is just something to be aware of. This spot right here is a great place to counter the people that are jumping up in that area, and just be aware of people that are camping back in this corner, because they'll camp right there just like that, and they have great cover against people coming from that direction. Now over on this side of the map, just wanted to point out, these are very, very obvious, but you can jump up right here like that. You can use this for cover to challenge people over there, and then the mirror to this is basically this spot right here. You get a nice line of sight over towards the A flag. Now I've got a really interesting and difficult line of sight. It's honestly probably not the best to use in game, but to get a line of sight on people that are in that building there, I believe there's actually a spawn point in that building just based off of my playtime. It seems like there's a spawn point there. But if you just edge your way around just right, you'll be able to see through one of these cracks, and you'll be able to actually see right into that building and pick people off. Maybe through there if they're holding still for you. And there's no way they're going to see you through here. It's just impossible for them to see you through there. So it's kind of an interesting spot, but again, maybe not the most practical. Alright guys, that was pretty much it, but I told you I'd save the best thing for last, and this is the best thing. right in here inside this little L-shaped building where there is a hardpoint location and it's a really popular transition area. You can see through this right here. I didn't realize this until I started actually looking for this. And you can actually shoot through from here all the way over to here. So if there's somebody in the hardpoint with you and you know they're somewhere around that corner, just feel free to start spraying through. If you get a hit marker, keep shooting and you'll get the kill. Also, you can use it as a check spot just to see when they come around the corner so you're ready for them to pick them off. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of Maps Exposed. Let me know in the comment section below which one of the Reckoning DLC maps you'd like me to cover next. And keep in mind I've already covered Quarantine. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.